Dudes and dudettes of YouTube land, it's Frank with What's the Point EDC. Today, we're going to do a requested video. It was requested of me to do 3 knives in the $50 category that are good for EDC and good for hard use. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. If you like this type of stuff, hit the like button, do the subscribing, do all the sharing. I love the comments. Let's get into it. First one up, Spyderco Tenacious. Flat ground 8CR13 MOV steel with a coating on it. It's a liner lock with textured G10 scales. It has a nice pocket clip. Some may like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But it has 3 barrel spacers, and the lanyard tube also works as support. This knife's running on washers. It has a snappy deployment. It's a good size for everybody in general. It's got jimping on that thumb ramp that Spydercos are well known for. Good for slicing, good for push cuts, good for draw cuts. Run your finger down the blade however you want. On to the next one, guys. Bestechman Ronan 14C 28M blade steel in that high flat grind or saber grind. We have the crossbar lock known as the B lock, the BestTech lock. It's OEM'd by BestTech. G10 scales, deep carry pocket clip, inset clip and inset screws. Well done, Bestechman. We got you a lanyard hole right here. The back spacer is also G10. I know I didn't say that, but you have thumb stud deployments. It's running on bearings, stainless liners. Very solid user. This one right here is a very, very solid knife. On to the big dog right here. My favorite of the bunch. The Petrified Fish PF969. It's got K110 steel, G10 scales, G10 backspacer, 420 HC liners, titanium milled pocket clip, runs on bearings. What can I say? I mean, everything about this knife right here, other than my grease spills, it's like a freaking oil spill here, guys. Gives a new meaning to the oil slick term, huh? This is such a good knife. I mean, such a good knife. It is a tip up right hand only carry pocket clip. This right here is a reversible tip up only, but right and left hand carry clip. This right here is a tip up only right hand carry clip. Okay, so back to the Petrified Fish. It is a flipper knife. It's got jimping along the spine, jimping on the liners, and jimping on the jimping on the flipper tab. Guys, I'm over here just stumbling, mumbling on my words today. I got a lot going on. Okay, so back to the knives. Why do I say that these are good EDC or good hard use knives? Why do I say that? This knife right here, the Petrified Fish PF969, go check the video out. I'm going to link it in the description. I went through solid oak with this knife. I batoned with it. I tip tested it. I've done everything that there is to do to this knife, and it passed with flying freaking colors. No problems, no chipping, no rolling, no nothing. I am very surprised. This is the knife that put Petrified Fish on my map. I am now going to be seeking out more Petrified Fish knives. It's a solid knife. It's a good user. Let's go ahead and talk about the Bestechman Ronan for a second. 14C 28M blade steel. You guys know how I feel. It is probably one of my all-time favorite steels. Just my all-around all-time favorite steel. It just is. The thinner the blade steel, the thinner the geometry, the better this steel does. And I love it. This thing is awesome. It's super fidgety. The action is, it's very crossbar-y, but different. It's like, it's just a little different. It's one you have to deploy and hold in hand to figure out. The ergos are great. The looks are great. Now, it might not be for everybody because it does have blue thumb studs, like an odd looking blue, but it looks very good to me. It does. This is a solid one. I did a hard use demonstration with it, and I had a problem during the filming of it, so I never uploaded it. So I'll have to get a new edge put on it, and I'll redo that hard use demonstration so you guys can see what it's working with. And it's a very solid knife. Now, I have no experience at all with this Spyderco. I just recently got it. I haven't done much of anything with it besides cut a rack of paper, and I definitely cut a tube with it. In fact, it might still have enough edge left on it to cut a tube. Oh, we might get a tube cut here today, guys. Now, you guys know, me and cutting tubes, we do not get along. I can never seem to cut a tube, and it's not ever the knife's fault. It's usually just mine. As, like, right now, it's my fault as well. Like, I should have thought, oh, yeah, how about that? That's good enough for me. Let's get it out of here. This is a good knife, guys. There's nothing wrong with this knife right here at all. I'm actually coming to like Spyderco knives here as of late. Don't knock it. I was a Spyderco hater. I like them for their just for their usability. They are straight up users. You know, there's nothing really special looking. There's nothing special about them necessarily. But what is special about them is how good they work. They're just working knives. All three of these knives right here are going to do you right, no matter what you need. But I do want to go ahead and tell you guys that of the three, this is hands down, without a question, my favorite of the three. No questions asked. In fact, I'm actually getting ready to do a video right after this specifically about this knife and what I think about it. It has passed all my tests with flying colors. This is such a solid knife. Petrified Fish PF969. Super, super solid knife in every way. All right, everybody. Gave you guys a quick little 7-minute video real quick. Showed you guys 3 different $50 category good EDC or hard use folding knives. I appreciate everybody that comes to the channel, everybody that supports and watches the video. Much love to you all, and I really appreciate you. If you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're dealing with bad thoughts, please reach out and talk to somebody. You got this. Never quit quitting and never give up. Stay strong and live long. Take it easy and stay greasy, my peeps.